Now, if there's one thing that I know, it's that PlayStation gamers really like their sales numbers. And if there's one thing that I know, Sony loves to actually kind of promote the sales of their different products and things like that. That's one thing with Sony. You know that what they say is what it is. So what I mean by that is Sony's going to go out there and brag about their overall sales of something in particular, like the PlayStation 4 sales. That's what they do. They hype that up. They want their fanboys beating their chests over it and things like that. The problem is this makes it very easy to tell when something's not doing well for Sony. Case in point being the PlayStation VR, and another case in point would be the PlayStation 4 Pro, which basically was supposed to be the significant leap forward for the PlayStation ecosystem when it was first unveiled in September, but the sales stats seemingly suggest consumers are feeling lukewarm on the high-spec console. And I'll link the article so you guys can check this out as well. Just look below in the description and you're going to see something that says source, and you're going to look over and see a link to this article. Sony has declined to reveal any PS4 Pro specific sales numbers since the production of the console and since it launched, even though the combined earnings reports recaps from these different sites, including GameSpot, Polygon, tell us why. The simple story is this. Days before the launch of the Pro on November 10th, Sony reported that 47 million PS4s have been sold worldwide. Now, by December 6th, that number rose to 50 million and was 53.4 million as of January 1st. In short, about 6 million PS4s have been sold globally since the Pro came to retail stores. This number is extremely respectable for the holiday season, but we have to consider that it must be segmented if we're talking about the Pro. We'll never know for sure what the exact system breakdown is, but let's just say the numbers were split evenly between the Pro and the standard PS4. That would tell us the high-spec offering has sold about 3 million units since November. We'd guess it's probably actually closer to 2 million, however. Again, that sounds nice, but it's not as good as it seems considering the PS4 sold over 1 million units on launch day in the US alone. Doing the math, PS4 was selling about 1.5 million units a month before the Pro existed. What we can say is that the Pro likely benefited from a strong first few weeks at retail, but its momentum seems to have slowed down considerably. While it's true the standard PS4 and the Pro are two different types of consoles to suit different needs, there are definite signs in the numbers that suggest gamers are a bit tepid on Sony's mid-gen offering. Not only have we not seen an exact sales breakdown, but Sony hasn't talked about the Pro much at all. When companies are silent and sales get lumped together, those aren't positive indicators. As for why the PS4 Pro seems to be underperforming, we can think of a few reasons. For one, the penetration of 4K TV simply isn't high enough yet for a 4K console like the Pro to be successful, even though I don't know why they're calling it a 4K console. Beyond that, reports of incompatibility with certain TVs and worse performance in the standard PS4 don't help the cause either. That's not to say everyone that has a Pro hates it, but its launch certainly had a few snags. And then it goes on to question, is this a sign of trouble for Xbox Scorpio, or was Sony's half-step console just not good enough? The PS4 Pro is available now for $399, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so basically this just goes on to kind of say what I've been saying for a while now, and that is that the PS4 Pro is kind of this half-step, and there's not really a lot of people that are going to go out there and want to spend, $100 to $150 more for something that's not really going to be that much of a better experience than the base model. Because right now you can pick up PS4s for like $250. I've seen some bundles on Cheap Ass Gamers. They're going for like $225, the Uncharted 4 ones or whatever. So you can get those for over $150 less than the PS4 Pro, and we haven't seen any significant gains with the Pro. Also, Sony isn't talking about the Pro. Like, they're not talking about it at all. Whether that's not to tick off their fan base, whether that's not to confuse the fan base, I don't really know. But this does present a little bit of warning if you're Microsoft, because you don't want things to go that way for the Scorpio when it comes out later this year. I think you're going to have to really talk it up and let people know what the differences are and what you're getting right from the outset. So anyway, like I said, check out the article. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like and subscribe button because it helps out the channel tremendously. and hit the little bell next to the subscribe as well. That way you get updated whenever I drop a new video, which is daily, folks. So anyway, thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.